Technical difficulties.
Again?
There's an echo in them there speakers.
You got a little spaceship inside your head?
Certainly is. I'm talking to myself, having my own private conversation.
As long as you answer yourself, it's fine.
Talk to myself. It's always the way. How's your day been?
It's Christmas rush now. It's hectic. I have to come home and have a little nana nap. It's in that home straight to Christmas now where everything's happening.
Yeah. Everyone wants it done yesterday.
Of course. It's lack of preparation warrants an emergency on our behalf to make it happen.
Yeah. That's what you have to do.
It's fun times. Fun times.
It's never ending. I was almost tempted to prep myself for an alcoholic beverage this evening, but I didn't.
I did consider it myself, actually. I was very close to pouring up, but my wife had started without me, and there was no point trying to catch up to her, so I just left it alone.
That's every night, though.
Only on weekends, she says. Only on weekends, so it must be the weekend.
Ah, right.
I'm just going to do a quick share before we get rolling.
Yes.
Anyone hear the echo that Darren's hearing in his head? I can't hear it at my end. Audio sounds okay for me.
Yeah, I'm just getting an echo, so let us know if anyone else has it. Oh, here we go. Zach Dixon's in the house. Hey, buddy, you got echo. Yeah.
Echo.
Charlie D. Oh, Charlie D said he was in Facebook jail. He must be out. He can type and stuff.
He's back. I saw Faye Rankin was out of jail today, finally. It's been a long 30 days for her.
She almost got back-to-back month penalties, didn't she?
She'll be back in a week, don't worry. She already got warnings for 5 comments that are beyond Facebook's community standards. She's on a streak.
Crazy. Oh, well. So in the house, Charlie D, Dennis Bulke, mate. What's the bet for tonight? What's a 50-50 clutch this one? It's either going to be Jags or Wild Types. Where are you hedging your bets, mate?
I'm going for Wild Types tonight, I think.
I'm going to get screwed again.
Just for entertainment value.
Just to destroy me.
Got to stick with Team Wild Type.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, and it's even Stevens eggs as well.
So it can be a perfect split. How many eggs we got?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah.
18 eggs.
Don't mind me. I have to count 15 times. There we go. I'll pop that up there. You can all see.
So
you already got one in the park already with the head poking out.
What's that? The Wild Type, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good start. So what are we going to see? Wild Types or Jags? Or from the Fluoro line again?
Oh, I want some Jags. Well, I hope there's be some crackers in here. Last year they produced some stunning stuff. So hoping again. So like with these guys, obviously the whiter they are with the Jags, particularly, the brighter yellow they'll be. So hopefully we'll see some nice white ones in the clutch. Yeah.
A few from that clutch the other night were almost pure white. Beautiful.
Yeah, they're the ones. That one I posted the other day, that was like white. Oh, this dude's poking his ear. He's just cut his ear.
Yeah, he's keen to go. He knows it's showtime. He said it's past 8:30, mate. We're allowed to come out now.
Like, I've been hanging out all day. Come on.
Get it done. Take the sticky tape off. Let's get into it.
Yep. Well, you want to read through the messages?
You start snipping, mate. James Stapleton, good luck, guys. Mr. Moose Williams. What's cracking, lads? Hope you're well. Always good, Mr. Moose.
Yes, mate.
Bloody Rooster champion. Grab a beer. I was gonna crack some Baileys and Kahlua and celebrate the wins of. Have we got a final score on that other clutch yet? That you owe me another bottle on? No.
They're all out. I've got to get round to. I was hoping they'd actually shed, but I've got to get around and getting some pics and having a good look. So I cleaned them out the other day. They'd all come out of the eggs, and I kind of had a bit of a quick look and shoved them back in the incubator because I was doing a million other things.
Yeah.
So let's get these. Right, is that all right? Yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah, we'll
Go to the big screen.
Fix up the screen, mate. There we go. All right.
Peter, g'day, mate. Yes, Mr. Travs, your favourite couple, 8:30 show.
Yep. That's it.
Donna Bennett, as always, thanks for the share.
Donna.
It's weird. Some people are hearing that echo and some aren't. It's very strange. Certainly doesn't come through at my end, but some people are getting it. Watching on YouTube, says Mr. Williams, no echoes. Maybe YouTube got their stream together.
Did you get your YouTube sorted out yet?
No, YouTube hates me. It's more than enough time for them to sort out their technical problems, but apparently it's my problem.
It's always someone else's problem.
Yes. I'll get some tech help soon. Hello, Jay. Wild top.
Right, little wild top.
Yeah. Very light.
Yeah. There was actually
Nice
a few
start.
crackers last year. Yeah, nice and light. It should come out quite nice. So I put that into B. Well, what's the bet tonight? What's the I know you're on wild types.
I'm majority wide types we haven't really got the bottle of Kahlua sorted yet, so we'll have to go back to a bottle of Bailey's again, I think.
So on BS.
That's me. That's a great looking S, mate.
Well, mate, it's the best my written skills are capable of doing.
Wild majority, I'm on. Faye Rankin is in the house, not under Garth's name for a change.
So what is it for a what?
Bailey's 1 litre. Again.
Bailey's. That was the first one, wasn't it?
It was.
God. So that's a Bailey's and probably a Kahlua. I'm already in the poop. We'll see if this guy's ejected his head out of the egg.
He's keen to go. We'll get him out.
Well, at least we're starting off even.
At least it's a nicer head pattern for you.
It is. It's a win for me.
Colin Ray, g'day, buddy.
Hey, Cole.
Right.
Everyone was bored at home on Friday night. Now it's like, oh, there's something interesting to watch. Not really.
They just want to see who wins the alcohol. That's all. That's what it's all about.
I'd say so. Give it in there.
Venom stuff in from YouTube again. G'day, mate.
Mate.
Oh, Zach's going for Team Jags by the look of it. Wow.
On you, Zach. That's the way, buddy.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Bring on the fluoro colour in time.
Yeah, definitely. I love seeing them as they start to, it takes about 12 months and they start to really look good. So that's one for me. Yeah. We'll do these pipped ones.
Well, Roberts, g'day, mate.
Hey, well.
Yes, we know there's an echo. There's Darren, he talks enough as it is. Now there's two of him talking.
You get to hear me twice as much.
Peter reckons you can win this one, Daz. Try and even up the score a bit. What are you having? Are you going to drink Bailey's too, are you?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind that stuff.
You drink anything?
Within reason.
Within reason? Wild type? Oh, pretty heavy in the pattern.
It is heavy in the pattern. I'm thinking wild type. Just maybe a bit reduced pattern.
Yeah. It's a problem with those jungles. They quite often had a bit of look to them, a little bit jaggish at times.
Yeah, the eyes.
Very thick pattern. Very nice. Lovely contrast.
Yeah. Some of the jungles are absolutely crackers.
So what's that? 2-1?
Shut up. Don't get carried away, mate. We only just started.
It's only early, yeah. Just keeping track.
Stop rubbing it in.
Hey, boys, hope it all goes well from Braden. Cheers, mates.
A couple of eggs might get pushed off the table. We'll do a miscount. No, sorry. I miscounted. It was only 16 eggs.
You declared 18. We'll see them all now. Jan Smith, Ready Player One. Hello, mother.
Jan.
Don't be late for work in the morning. Yes, you are picking me up. Suddenly that looks jaggish.
Yeah.
Very jaggish. Look at that head pattern. Woo-wee. That's a cracker.
Lovely.
A little marking on the nose is nice.
Yeah. I like how quite a few of them get this striping. I've actually got some that have had almost full striping on them, which is a bit different.
Yep. Yeah, quite common in the Jags, little dotted lines. It's occasionally you can pull one off with a fantastic dorsal line.
One to me.
Back to 2 old. Josh Marshall, g'day mate. Katie Gordon, as always. Bring on the fluoros. Adam's family, g'day buddy.
Hey mate.
Some people call him for wild turkey. It's a bit hard for me, mate. I'm getting old now. I can't handle the hard stuff anymore.
Yeah, it used to be Scotch for me, but yeah, I go on to ladies' drinks.
Yeah.
Now, so I just moving my cursor.
On there. Wild type.
It's a nice wild type too.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Matty Loveridge in from YouTube as well.
Hey Matt.
G'day, buddy.
Having success with some peppers down that way.
Going strong on the pepper front.
I really like that dark stripe at the top. You see, I wonder how far that goes here. It's going to be nice.
Going digging. It looks like it's right the way down by the look of further down.
Yeah.
Looks like pretty consistent.
You can see it all through there.
That'll be a very nice one out of the egg.
I reckon. It's a bit of a problem. You start going, that's nice. Before you know it, you're holding any back, just a clutch.
Just a few dozen.
All right, what's on this one? I'm going to call Jag.
Nah, wild type, mate. Matty Trav's thinking 90% Jags because it's Jag TV, but he's delusional, as always.
He's on point tonight.
Wow. Good looking Jag.
It's a Jag. Exciting, I guess.
It's a very even scoreline tonight. I'm going 1 for 1.
Well, the theory of 50-50 is there. Unfortunately, for those that are like sexed my pure Darwins today, the clutch that hatched the other night, and it had a fantastic ratio of 18 males and 6 girls. So there's odds for you.
That's odds. That's how it rolls.
Come on, just poke that little head out and have a look at your little head pattern.
See, yeah, that's nice. Very reduced. That little perfect X on its head.
Very close.
Looks like an X for XRP. Very nice.
Marks the spot.
Ryan's Wild by Design producing snake babies to buy grog from Brent, or for Brent, more like it. Yeah,
pretty much. That's how it works. Buy, sell, buy alcohol, give it to Brent.
Teamwork. You come drink some with me. It's cool. I'll share it with you.
Take a pick, mate. Which one do you want to go?
Middle really sucked in, bottom row, third from the right. That one.
That one?
Yep. You can count very good.
You're looking at the black spot.
Sucked in there, black window. It's got everything going for it.
Black spots matter.
Bring the wild type.
Okay, curse you if it's a wild type.
Katie. Oh, that's wild type, isn't it? Come on. Yeah. Bingo. Nice thick patterns.
Yeah. Nice heavy pattern.
Dirty egg never fails me. A lot of head pattern on that one.
Yeah, very, very dark.
Very thick.
Very dark. Yeah,
looks like they'll have a really nice contrast on that one when it gets bigger.
Yeah. All right. As soon as you won, go again.
Top row, second from the left.
Another black spot. I was looking at it. I bet you picks that one.
And I guess you can pick the next one after that too. Then
depends. You might be wrong. When I get down to choose, I'm going to steer right away from that one.
Get far away. Katie says, "What day or stage would you cut your eggs if they were overdue and nothing pipping?" Well, depends how the eggs look. Really, you got to read the egg and let it tell you the story.
Oh, falling off the perch.
Oh, that looks Jaguar.
No, I don't know. Could be so similar. Some of these. We'll need a head.
See which side's the top. Oh, that's the top. That might have been the belly we were looking at. Might be all right.
Yeah, I think it might be one for you.
Might have picked another on a streak.
Trying to be gentle here.
Show yourself, wild type.
Show yourself. Don't see this. It's embarrassing. Okay. Talking about
Echo. Katie, basically carpet eggs, day 60 cut, but they need to look like these eggs that Darren's got on the screen. If they're sunk in, started well absorbing, if they're very full looking and wet looking, would cut a tiny hole. Wild type.
I'm guessing. Almost a joke look about it, but body pattern's screaming kind of wild type, but yeah.
Put that in the middle for review later, possibly.
Yeah, I think it's wild type, but
fence job.
All right.
Top left now, mate. Yes, you're straight on it. Good boy. Good boy. Dylan Parker, is this the same pairing that made mine?
Probably. Yeah.
More than likely.
Yep. Yeah, because I think the other girl went last year. I don't think I bred her because I was. Well, she might have gone, but I was away, so I lost a lot of clutches. So.
Yeah. Tara, I'm going Team Jag just because I love them. Well, I hope you lose, Tara.
Side of the fence, the way it was going.
That's a wild type, thank you. I'll take that early. Look at the wild type pile. It's growing great, mate. What's going on in Team Jag over there? It's very quiet.
It is very quiet. It's not very good. It's becoming an I think everything might have to stop.
It's only early, though. I won't get too excited. You know how things can turn.
100%. Hope so. Better. Where are you going next?
Bottom middle.
This one?
Yep. Bingo. Michael from Mackay again. G'day, mate.
Mate.
First egg's a stunner. First egg cut, a stunner. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Leah Bennett. G'day.
Leah.
Come on, wild type. Let's go again. Oh, man. Lost the streak. That's as jag as they come, that thing.
Yeah, I've got that.
Very reduced. Nice saddles. Very, very, very reduced.
Yeah, I like it. I actually like the saddles like that because they get that nice yellow flushing in the saddles. Really might sleeve him because that's his umbilicus through the middle there. Oh, if you can see the red.
Yeah, I wouldn't be messing with that one too much. Not tangled up in it. It's just a bit tight.
Yeah. So
let it sit for another day or so.
Yeah, they'll just go back in the tub and play with a water bowl and sit in their eggs, and they come out in their own time. Oh, I won that one. It's my turn to pick an egg.
Yeah, mate. You pick away. Amy Nicole. G'day, Amy.
So you can't have it. Hey, Amy.
That beautiful looking egg. You'd go straight for that one, thinking a jag would come out of it. Jaden Silk. G'day, Jaden.
Oh.
You've done it again. You've done it again.
Look at the bending.
Here's the comeback. Jaguar. Look at that head.
That's going to be a screamer, that one.
Oof. Another holdback.
That
is nice.
An absolute cracker.
Richard Husbands. I'm struggling talking. I'm not even drinking.
Maybe that's the problem.
That's nice. That is nice. Loving that head pattern.
Yeah.
Three little neat lines.
Squiggle. That's going to be really nice. Wow.
Very nice. Good pick from you. You get another pick now. What's the score now, mate? Update the scoreboard. I think
5 all.
still one ahead.
Middle.
5 all. Oh, geez,
I'll just
going
realign
so well.
these. I can get yours all in the picture.
Tremaine's here, but not. She's at the pub. Good on you, Tremaine. Enjoy a nice drink for a Friday.
There we go. There's yours.
Yeah, Stephen's saying, does my Jag a win tonight?
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
You never know.
I'll put the Jag feelers out. I'm going for this one. Let's see.
Which one's on a tilt?
All of them.
Ben Thomas, g'day, mate.
Hey, going.
Adam, share on our page. Cheers, Adam. Cheers for the share, mate.
Thanks.
And wild type it is. Thank you.
I thought things was
Thank you.
going well.
Sneaks me back into the lead, just.
It's not good. No, well, you're on the next picker.
Top middle.
Top middle.
Elizabeth, g'day, Liz. Hi,
Hey.
guys. A bit late, sorry. Hopefully you sorted out your incubator disaster I saw you were on. Looked like you had it under control. It's a million ways you can makeshift a incubator. If you live up north, a whole lot easier.
Definitely.
Neville's shown us you can cook them on the laundry floor if you need to.
Oh, dear.
Whoa!
Fresh.
What's that one, Daz? What's that one, mate?
It's Jag, mate. Definitely.
I can't.
It's an
increased.
It's an increased pattern Jag. Can you see that one? Yeah. Okay. Well,
it almost looks all black. Does that mean it's a wild type?
No. It's a melanistic Jag.
Right. That's a yeah.
You
Pure Darwin. Pure
Yeah.
Darwin. Black. Yeah. Good work, mate.
Yep.
That's nice. Thank you. So that would have me 2 up with 5 to go.
I'm up the paddle without a creek. Well, which one?
Hey, I get to pick. Yeah, mate, calm down on your picking there, right?
I was just moving a bit closer.
Okay, top right.
He's going for the crinkle cut.
Yeah, mate. Smith's crinkle. Anthony would like that one removed to his house.
Just the one.
Chloe. G'day, Chloe. How are you?
Chloe.
Upsetting the world with the Jaguar she loves to show off.
Brent's
Poor
up
Troy the
to
gangster. Snoozed and loosed.
nine.
Oh. Could that be game over? Is that wild type central for 3 up with 3 to go or 4 to go? Oh, he's still a chance, does.
No, still a chance. Here's 18.
It's all right. Don't lose hope yet. Looking good though. Looking good.
Hang on, I need to dry my eyes. All right, what do you got next?
Oh, a lot of pressure now.
I think I'm going to ban you from egg picking because I reckon you got some magic stick you're waving over going, I'll take that one. Wild type.
Let me see. If I can pick this one, it's game set match. Dead middle. Bottom row, middle. Yep. Wild type for the win. And you need everything to be a Jag to win from here.
Oh, I do.
No pressure, mate. Just don't stuff it up. I'd hate to see you lose again.
Well, I've only had bad luck since you started doing this.
I know. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Daz is in trouble. Oh, what a wild type to win with.
Very nice.
Beautiful wild type.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that, Snake. That's very nice.
Nice.
Quite tight in its padding. It's almost a bit zebra-ish, which the jungle look gets sometimes.
Yeah, they can be hard to pick sometimes.
But it's definitely not a Jag.
Well, I could pretend it is.
It's a xanthic zebra Jag, perhaps. Freak of nature.
Goodness. I mean, dear, I'm going to break. This would be my bottom number 3. My wife was going to spend $200 on alcohol, knowing it's a drop.
You may as well just get the Dan Murphy's voucher for 500 for me for Christmas. Let's go bottom right, mate. Oh, and I'm even going to call it a Jag just for you, just to get you back in the game, so you can call a couple more.
If it's a Jag, I know there's something going on here.
I am well connected to the snake gods. Well informed.
Well, you picked the cracker though. Look at that.
Oh, look at that thing. Oh, I love those, how they get that really almost flat line look to them.
Yeah.
Bit of horizontal little lumps. That's beautiful.
That's nice.
That would be possibly the pick of the clutch for the Jags.
Yeah, this one and that other one.
Look at the head pattern too. Get that head up.
He's got it buried in his coil. Yeah, let's see if I can just
tight. In deep, Elizabeth. Yeah, managed to get the heat cord and a thermostat. They seem to be doing well. Due to hatch within the next week or so. Excellent. Hopefully it works out okay for you. Always bloody scary when those things happen to incubators.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
That's nice, Daz.
Yeah, that
is really nice.
There we go.
Don't be shy.
No. Well, at least there's a cut.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, you can pick that. Now you get to pick again. Top or bottom?
Yeah, I know. I'll go a Jag at the bottom just to rub it into you that I can pick it when I need to.
You can see through the eggs.
When it doesn't matter, I'll give you a few Jags.
Once I've secured my winnings.
Yes. Now I'll be drunk for a month. You can do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Amy's saying, what's the percentage of different carpet bloods in this clutch?
They're pretty much 97% pure jungle. So there's a really high percentage jungle. It's on the wild type. You screwed it.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, so I mean, whatever the Jag is, it's so regardless of what kind of mixed blood it was in, it's so tiny a proportion now, it's almost non-existent. It's like sub 3%. So I think it's like 97 point. What's it working out?
93, I think.
Yeah, 2. So, but yeah, so these are pretty much they're not obviously, you're never going to be pure jungle, but they're kind of as pure as you're going to get.
Not far off.
It won't be until last season's ones that I kept back, get up the size, and I bring them back to another jungle that percentage will increase again then. By half of, if it's 97, will increase by half, so it'll be like 98.5%.
Yeah. Start splitting hairs at the end there. Gets right up there. Nice wild type head pattern. Very nice. Yeah. Alive and well. Got the head up, ready to go. So last egg, mate. You want to pick it, mate, since you got that one right?
Yeah, wild types. This better be a Jag, or I'm going to shoot.
I hope it is a Jag for you, mate. I'd like to see you finish, but I'm thinking wild type, but mate, so we'll see. I reckon.
Is that not on camera there? Oh, sorry.
No, but just swaps.
Oh, it's a wild. Oh, yeah, wild type.
Oh, no, Jag?
Nah, wild type.
Wild.
Yeah. He just tucked it back inside. Oh,
plenty of pattern.
Pretty sure it's a wild type. Yeah, it's fairly solid in the pattern. His head was just here. There we go. There's his head.
Gone in deep.
Tell you what, there's a lot of Jag similarity in the head though.
Yes, that jungle pattern gets that look sometimes. Very nice.
Can't wait till these come out of the egg and then I go, oh mate, yeah, that's just a really patterned Jag. Sorry, you lost.
High banded Jag you are.
Yeah.
I reckon you're gonna have to buy shares in a bottle shop to pay all these bottles off.
Mate, I'm gonna have to talk to my mate. I've got a good friend of mine runs his own business, wholesales wine. So I'm just gonna have to talk to him. Can you get me a box, mate? Because apparently I just keep losing all the time.
Well, you're getting the snakes, which is a bonus for you, but just not the win. Just can't pick the odds.
No, someone else keeps wrecking the odds for me. It's supposed to be 50-50. They're just certainly not on my luck today.
We're just proving the point that odds are never kind, especially to you. Just they always seem to be in my favour more often than not.
You got that right? Yeah, that's what you say now. Already got those two.
Look at that. That thing on the left's insane. I love that little merged lines into little short streaks. It's very nice.
Yeah, we'll call him overtaking lane.
Yes.
Dot, 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 dot.
Beautiful. I think the one on the right is probably the better, lighter, contrasty looking animal. That's
Yeah,
a pearl of that thing.
Either way, they'll all be really nice, but yeah, it's always a couple that are quite nice. Even these ones, you can see this one's got a slight brown tinge to it. I don't know if it picks up on the camera, if you compare, like, I don't know if that will come through. Now, see how one on the right's almost a black and white, and the other one's almost like a brown and, let's say, a tan colour for argument's sake.
Yeah, definitely.
But even they still come out really nice. But this guy here, that colour, that's like,
where the fluoro comes from.
Oh, yeah, that's the goal there, that one. Yeah, that light colour. Wait to see that at 2 years of age, you know. Yeah, that's why I brought that Z Jag out, you know. That wasn't even one of the cracker ones. So,
yeah.
But
beautiful.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Except I lost again.
Yeah, you're on a streak, mate. That's probably 3 from 3. It was definitely 2. We're undecided on the clutch the second, but
you're probably right. Probably 3 from 3.
Carl Smith, g'day, mate. Yes, you're late. Carl. You got your late note?
Yeah. Did you get your permission slip?
Yeah. Bo says my caramel Jag looked like the one on the left, but was brown. Yeah, good result, mate. So what was the overall? A little bit, obviously, 1 or 2 up on wild types to 10-8, was it, on the wild type to Jag?
Yeah, 6 Jags. I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wild types.
Wow. Landslide victory.
Boy, a landslide. There's certainly no questioning that. That's for sure.
Maybe a Bailey slide victory.
Oh, it doesn't matter either way. I'm broke.
More like a mudslide victory, you know?
Yeah,
a nice Bailey string, say?
Drink out of it, yes. Right. Good old mudslide. Well, that kind of sucks in terms of the cost of alcohol.
It's Christmas, mate. There'll be some specials for you at least, you know. All the alcohol shops have got something on special.
So just to confirm, it was just the bottle and not the contents.
Sealed bottle, sealed.
Oh. Better in the works then.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Oh, not a bad clutch. What else you got coming up? You got that moon one. Can't be far away.
Yeah, I got a moon glow. It's actually due. I was hoping it might have been pipped today. I would have actually thrown it into this one, hoping, but no heads have poked out yet. We did have a ghost pepper clutch hatch the other day. I went to bed, nothing had pipped. I got up the next morning, and there was already 6 snakes out of the eggs.
Yeah,
so that would have been a good one to cut, however, but they were not impatient. And by the time we got to the evening, there was only 2 eggs that hadn't pipped. All the rest were out.
Wow. Fast achievers.
So
anything good in there?
I actually got it here behind me. I haven't had a really good look at it yet. I just literally took it out. There was one that didn't look too good in the egg when I picked it.
Is that that pic you sent me the other night with caramel, possibly a caramel pepper in there?
Yeah. So I just kind of snapped that and carried on. We can have a look at that if you want. It's here behind me.
Yeah, we'll grab that out. Oh, we got something to do. Katie says, get a bottle of XO Cafe. Well, maybe the next bet might be XO Cafe.
Friend Jellicoe was something we used to drink a bit of at one point in time. It was like some coffee thing. That was all right. Something different. Lots of
alcoholics here tonight. It's great.
Yeah.
In good company.
Friday
Josh, nice clutch, gentlemen. Enjoy your drinks. I will enjoy them. They're extra more special when you get a bottle of the Win, especially from Darren. It'll be like, cheers, Darren. Cheers, Darren. I'm going to send you a photo of everyone I pour just to
you won't need to, because I'll be pouring it for you, half in yours and half in mine.
Even better. That'll be fine. I'll have so many bottles from you by the end of it. You can just keep on pouring non-stop. It'd be my personal bar bitch.
Your wife better love me for sending you all this alcohol.
She'll just drink it. Don't worry. Yes, Joanne. Darren did lose again. Another litre of Bailey's coming my way.
Nothing unusual there.
Courtesy of Morelia by Design. Christmas gifts for
Wild by
KHP.
design.
Yes, I was banking on the wilds and they did come through. Jennifer, g'day. Phil Colvin, how are you, mate? Couple of late rollers. Katie says alcoholics go to meetings. Well, we're meeting here regularly at 8:30, so I guess we're making some sort of effort.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't go to AO. That's for quitters. There are no quitters here.
That's for quitters.
Ryan Shepard, make Bailey's balls. They are great to eat. Oh, I'm not going to comment on that because I can see Darren's face already. When you start talking about balls and things, he goes into that childish look on his face with that grin.
Sorry, I'm not listening.
Look at all the experts now coming out. Carl, proper White Russian, Kahlua milk, vodka, a little coffee. Hey, everyone wants us to do a drunk show by the sound of it.
Right.
Get messy,
we're bound to say things we shouldn't.
Phil reckons bloody kids taking up too much time. I know, bloody children get in the way of life sometimes.
Yeah.
Lucky we like them.
I reckon.
Which one's this? This is a pepper clutch, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the ghost pepper clutch. So this is a caramel of sorts, but he's just taking his time coming out. He's still going. You can see he's blink.
Slow. The others a couple of days out. This one's still dragging.
Yeah, I'm not sure where his head's buried in there somewhere.
Too much Bailey's in the egg.
Well, I was trying to get an albino. I was going to inject it with bleach.
And slowed up development a little bit.
Hey. I don't know where his head is. Is that his head? There's his head. So he looks like caramel bottle.
No black eye, sadly.
Yeah. There's a little caramel in there.
Nice caramel. Nice caramel post head pepper. It's head to head, this thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, post double head. So this is a caramel pepper example. Yeah.
Yep.
It was coming. The words were coming. Just on the track from the brain to the mouth. Just takes a while.
It's a long distance travel, that.
It is long distance.
Size of your head and all the thoughts that go through it. It's a long highway to get to the mouth.
Well, it's getting through all the bad thoughts. There's a couple of wild. There's a nice little xanthic there.
Straight xanthic.
Yeah.
Nice stripe.
So.
Very cool.
Let's see a little.
No black eyes though, sadly.
Oh, silver eyes. So at least he's got a. Anything there? It's a couple of wildies. It's another wildie there.
Old wild for the win.
That one's going to launch. This one.
Now you've upset the bunch. Now it's going to be a mass exodus.
So this one I was looking at. I'm waiting for this to shell. I think it might be a dark caramel pepper.
Very dark. Almost looks ghosted from the camera, but you reckon just caramel?
Well, I don't know. It is. It's kind of polygonal. It's actually quite hard to pick it. Of course, when
I find those ghosts are really dark in that egg skin. You know, you can normally pick them, but sometimes they shed, and then you go, okay, yeah, for sure. But
yeah, so there you can see how there's a slight color difference between the two. So this one's a caramel pepper. This other one here, which I'm just trying to get a hold of. You can see they both got the. Hang on.
Yep. Dark eyes.
Yeah. It's much nicer when they just stay in an egg, isn't it? Come here, buddy.
Stay in the egg. Sit still.
So we'll just once they get a bit of a head hold on them, there we go. So there you can see they both got the really dark eyes. And you can almost see the colour difference there if you look at the lower jawline. Look at the one on the left. You can almost see the shades of brown in the caramel.
Yep.
Almost see the white in the right. So I also agree. I think it might be a ghost. And then if you put the colours side by side, then you can see the difference in the colour.
Yeah, definitely. Ghosty on top.
Yeah, no caramel on top. This one that goes sticking in my right hand.
You reckon? Wow, I reckon that other one's lighter, but
it is lighter, but I think it's more caramel.
Yep.
Quite hard to pick, and there's no ghost in here. Oh, actually, no, there's a ghost. Here's a ghost. There's a ghost.
Just a straight ghost.
Yep. So if I hold it here, I'm just going to fight with these for a second. So top
Get them under control.
Top caramel, middle wild type ghost.
Yep.
And the bottom one could just be a pepper, like
Just a normal pepper. Yeah. I guess it's even harder with that Murray, the silver influence in them. They're always going to distort your thoughts a little.
Yeah. And the thing is, the ones that I hatched out previously could be supers, so that could actually be a difference in
Super
the pattern.
Caramel. Yeah. Both parents caramel in this clutch.
Yeah, both caramels. Yep.
So that's going to be even more confusion of super ghosts, super caramels.
Yeah.
More spread.
So they're just out there. You kind of, I don't know. I can see it here. It's probably a bit harder with the camera, but you can definitely see that on this wall here is a browner.
Yeah,
color,
definitely. Yep.
Caramel. And that's the pepper one there beside it. So
what do you reckon? A couple of peppers in there.
You can see the xanthic there standing out. Yeah, we got. Looks like we got pepper here. Oh, yeah.
So you might have done a right on the odds from a head to head then.
Yep, if I get them to just stay in here for a second. This guy's a pepper. Come on. All right. Look, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to have to slip the lid on. For a second.
Be grounded. Stay in your room.
Stay in your room. You've been naughty. So this guy. Very dark.
Beautiful pepper eye. So you think straight pepper that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Really hard to pick them. It's a really, really dark clutch. So it's going to be interesting to see when they actually shed. Obviously, I'll get a better idea once that kind of all comes to play. But that example is quite nice.
Get that thick skin off and get a better look at the phenotype.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be using big words.
Get back in your hole. Look at them go now.
It's going to be a race on.
You know what? Get out.
I'm free.
Rachel back. The real estate girl's come back to look at snakes again. I think she's got a problem.
Definitely. Got a problem.
Oh, Rachel, you missed a snake before. Had an X for XRP on its head. It's a sign. It's a sign from the crypto gods. Watch the charts overnight. You'll wake up to a nice surprise tomorrow.
Stay there. Well, there we go. So I'm interested in the Murray, the pure Het Murray. It's a nice cost. That was 27. I think I hatched out of that one, which was 33 eggs laid. Lost a few, but it was
huge clutch.
26 or 27 hatched. Yeah. So quite nice looking as well, which is good.
Yeah, not bad.
So I probably need to get some photos up of that, but they're all just coming out of their eggs at the moment. So a few people asked why we didn't do a show, and it was like, unlike this, there was nothing to bet on. They're all going to be wild types.
Darren wanted to take Jags for the bet, and I wouldn't allow him to lose another bottle. It's like taking candy from a kid.
Yeah, so but it's nice. It's a nice clutch of unrelated peppers, all pure. So a nice big pure Murray girl that I had. I have one of my pure silver pepper boys up here.
Yep.
So that's a nice clutch. So I'll give you some out-crossed animals now to work with as well in the future.
Nice pure stuff. Good to get some fresh blood into the genetics.
Yeah. I do have a silver pepper over 100% het girl as well, coming up at some point in time. So hopefully the odds are in my favour on that one.
You know they won't, but you can keep hoping, of course.
Yes.
Maybe you should just get me to change what I want to bet on to some, not wild types, and maybe some better results coming up for you.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm just going to take wild types in every clutch now. Then it doesn't matter either way. I'm still a winner.
You win.
Either get a bottle of grog or I get a good ratio of stuff I want.
Yep, get some cool stuff out for sure. Amy, opinions on candling eggs for fertility. Well, Amy, I've told you to leave those goddamn eggs alone for the 15th time. So my opinion is leave the eggs alone.
Yeah.
But candling, yes, I don't candle anymore. Have not bothered for years. They will go bad if they're going to go bad. Shining lights in them and spinning them around and looking at them will do nothing other than satisfy your brain that you want to see something in there. So my advice is put them in the tub, put the lid on, and come back in 55 days and have a look.
Yep, pretty much on the same. I stopped. I guess it's one of those learning and wanting to do things to candle. I mean, I did it for a couple of years back in the day, and then I'm thinking, oh, this has got veins, this has got that. Why'd the egg die? Well, that's nature. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, if it's going to go off for whatever reason, you know, just look at pregnancies with anything. You know, why do you get to 7 months and have a miscarriage? You know, it's just a sad fact of life that unfortunately things go wrong that are out of our hands. So I'm the same.
Many things can.
Yep, if you want to candle them at the start. Once they're candled, put in the incubator, leave them alone. Don't touch them, don't pull them out, don't play with them, don't turn them around, don't rotate them. Just leave them, take your lid off, air them out, and put them back and forget they're there pretty much. Yeah.
Let them be for sure. And again, like when people are first time, you want to be sure and check it and stuff. Yeah, by all means, go ahead. It's good fun to shine the bright light in. Nice tight LED one with a very closed end on it, so it keeps all the light shining in, and you can see some veins that they don't always develop straight away. They'll often look a bit pinkish early, but you'll see the veins within a week or so. But have your fun and then leave them alone and get over that and just let nature be nature.
Yep, definitely.
Xanthics. Katie needs an Xanthic boy. Always a nice tool to have lying around.
Yep, definitely. That'll also, that Xanthic now will also be posset pepper. So we'll have to see what sexes we've got this year. Once we're all out feeding and things like that. So it's a girl.
Could be a keeper.
Could be, yeah.
Wall says if you got an adult fluoro, we can have a look at. Well, you had some pictures there the other night.
Only what's on thing there, all in the front room, and there's no way in hell I'm going to grab one of those at the moment because I just don't eat my. I actually did a whole heap of feeding adults over the back here. I think I defrosted 100 rats and still didn't get through everything. But yeah, I went in there I was trying to find the one that, because I've got two girls. So I just went in to take a photo so I could make sure I put up the correct one that the mother of this clutch. I just touched the drawer, whack. Drawer. So I actually had my phone over the top and touching his head down. It's coming out, trying to get around the phone looking for food. So they are
hungry.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's probably on my page. I could probably
and dig one up for a screen share.
Yeah, if I can find steer myself around here somewhere or other, trying to find photos.
Search it. Amy says she's leaving them alone, just generally curious. Very good, Amy.
Yeah.
And those eggs have had quite an adventure so far. Hopefully you get some good babies out of them.
Hopefully. All right, so here we go. We can do this. There we go. So that's the one I put up today. So that's the mum. So you can see that actually in that head pattern. You can see how that head pattern is actually quite typical in some of those babies. That kind of star pattern at the top there.
Yep. Nice little circle.
Yep. And this one was one from last season, so same mum. So it's just starting to colour up. And that was very similar to those white ones that I said that would be really nice. That's this guy. So this guy, when this photo was taken, was probably only 7 or 8 months old.
Yep.
So you can see you can see the bright yellow starting to come in around the back of the eyes there and just around some of the edges of the black. You can just see the bright yellow. So it'll get brighter and brighter yellow. If I probably scroll, I don't know if I've got them all here. If I scroll back, you've got to also remember that this animal here is probably 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah,
So it's
still holding up.
Yeah, it's way past its brightest period of time.
Yeah, prime, and obviously the melanin production never ends, so they're only going to look worse as they get older.
Yeah. So that one that one there, that's it as a baby there. So you can see how bright that is in the clutch.
Yep.
And there was another photo I put up. You can see the stripe on this one. So these two in particular, if I can find them. So that's that one there, and that jungle one is here somewhere. There is a photo somewhere. Maybe it's the other way. And it's the same. It's like really bright Fluoro yellow. I don't know if it's this way or the other way. Some of the Jags, all the same line. That must be the other way.
Where do you get all those eggs from, Daz? Do you take all those pictures of, mate?
Found them.
Easter Bunny comes to you every month.
Yeah. He's been very busy hanging around here lately.
Mm.
There he is. So that one there, that's that one in that picture of the two hatchies.
The stripy one, yeah.
Yeah. So you can see how he's coming up as well. Really nice. But if I keep going back, there's another photo, same animal. I'll go back to when they're younger, somewhere or other. So I've actually got two. There's that one, and there's another. Oh, there's the other one. No, that different one. So it might be the other one. No, is it the same one? There's two. They're very similar, but they're different. I'll go find. That's another one I've got held back as well. Really like kind of reduced pattern.
Yeah, nice. That's like those Jags that we saw tonight in that jungle clutch with the very sideways, horizontal little lumpies.
Yeah, little caramelly one. It's almost reduced pattern. So there's the other one. So there's one. That's the other clutch that's coming.
Nice saddles.
There you go. Yeah. And that's the other one. So there's, when were these photos taken? So I've got to go back to when they were young. They're just stunning. More photos. Kind of their rings. So you can see back here, they're getting a bit younger. You can see the colours a bit brighter.
Yep.
That's the other one. If we go, that was the from the Zebra Jag. Yeah, that was clutch the other night we did as well.
Beautiful stripe.
Yeah,
pinstripe.
Nice. Yeah, yep. So it's all fun. There's probably more further back. Don't know how far these will go. Let me know if I'm boring you all.
Daz's photo slideshow for the knife.
Yeah.
All 7 trillion pictures. That's nice, Pepper.
Yeah. So, what's the other photo there? We were talking the other night about ghosting. That's how Pepper when it ghosts.
Pepper by night?
Yeah. That's like during the day. A bit more melanin through it. And then, they get that real pastel. You can see how all the melanin's like drop right out of it.
Yep.
I have to do some more. Let's see. This is all the original Pepper stuff. So there's Mum and Dad, those two down there. So that was Mum of the silver
original
peppers.
Heads. Yep.
And that was Dad.
Nice, Murray. Nice bright red in that one.
Yeah, they're actually very similar very close to Gammon Rangers. So I don't know what the locale is. I'm just saying in terms of colour and pattern and look and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, they're very nice. One of the original Pepper girls. That's in a calendar somewhere else. There you go.
Very nice.
That was enough of that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the photo album.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So that's they're quite bright when they're young. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these go. And obviously these will improve again with more jungle, more yellows. So that comes into polygenics and line breeding. So
bit of variation always.
You want to make yellow, put the best yellows you've got with other yellow things, and you'll make more yellower things.
Yep. Shorten the range, more yellow with more yellow. You'll still get variation, but it'll just be more variation amongst the high yellows.
Yeah.
Stephen Johnson, interesting age-old question. How do you tell the difference between a caramel and a super caramel?
You don't?
You don't for sure. You can always guess, but no one knows until you breed them to know 100%. The impossible, I've held back a few things that I've thought were super caramels. One of them proved out to be a super caramel. I think it's much easier to tell without any other gene at play, because I kept back one that I thought was a super caramel Jag as well, which turned out not to be a super caramel. But the one that I thought was just a super caramel certainly did prove out to be a super caramel from breeding. It's the one that we had that cut from the other night with all the caramels in.
Yep.
So you can base it on looks, but I've seen some stuff proven supers, caramels, that definitely do not look it. So it's not all just in the looks of it. So be cautious. I often see people advertising things as super caramels.
There's two problems with that as well. Often they go, "Oh, it's a super caramel." What with the parents? Oh, parents are both caramels. Well, that doesn't mean the offspring's a super caramel. It just means it's possibly super.
25% of them is the problem. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. And the other problem is someone sells it as a super, so someone buys it as a super, calls it a super, and it's not.
Yep.
So you got to be careful, and you've got to understand that you can't look at one and go, "That's a super." I mean, I can show caramels on here you'd swear were supers, and they're not. Just one copy of the gene caramels, because that's
single. Yep, just a variation. That's the killer.
Yeah, actually, I've got one right here just to show. So if we check out that guy, that is just a caramel. Nothing super about it at all.
Yeah, so that's insane, isn't it? Not a couple of specks of black here and there.
Yeah, and that's an old photo. That animal's bigger now and still has none in it. And these are the same.
Yep.
So these are just single copies of the caramel gene. Any one of those you could say, "Oh, it's a super," but they're not. So
no, can't even be, if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, no, that's right. So things like that you just have to kind of be careful of. Like just understand and be aware that it might not be. The only way you can prove it is to breed it.
Breed it, makes all caramels to a wild type. You've got it in the bag.
Yep, definitely.
And a powerful animal once you've got, a very, very useful tool once you have them, if you apply the genetics in right places.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, having a proven one makes it life a lot easier, and you get an entire clutch of caramels.
Yep, definitely. Opens up the options of making guaranteed sun glows. If you get het albino ones and make super ghosts, make moon clutches, it's can alleviate some problems of working out things down the track when you eliminate options from the eggs.
Yeah, definitely.
Adam says he's going to cut his jungles tonight. Good luck, mate. Hopefully some crackers in there for you.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Look forward to seeing the pics, mate, when you put them up. Hopefully there's some good ones.
Nothing like some pure love, pure jungle love.
Unfortunately, there's so much stuff goes through the news, your Facebook feed. By the time you look at it, you look away for an hour because you're going to do something else and come back, you miss half the stuff. So
yeah, it's a busy place.
It is certainly a busy place.
Katie's question there is probably a good one. What temp do you aim to get in the middle of a clutch artificial incubation, or natural incubation maybe, artificial? My thermostat sits perfectly in the center of one of the clutches. So I'm just curious to see. Yeah, I guess that's if you're talking AI in the incubator, most stuff I like to have around 31, anywhere from 30 to 31 and a half, I think is fine. Even lower temps, even 28, I don't think you'd have issues. You're just going to extend the cooking time a little bit more.
Yep. I think it's really subject to where you've got incubated as well. If it's subject to a heat spike of any sort, and when I say heat spike, you've got it sitting in your front room, your room's north facing, and you've got a 42-degree day, and incubator sitting beside the window that's getting blasted by heat, then in that scenario, you're probably safer to have it at a slightly cooler temperature to compensate for those extremely hot days. So I always tell anybody that setting up an incubator to find the coolest part of your house to chuck it in. It'll give it the most stable temperature to keep and maintain. So if you've got a particularly hot house, so to speak, then certainly erring on the side of caution at a slightly lower temperature is far better. If you're in an area where you can maintain a stable, constant ambient air temperature, then having it at, setting it to, kind of your max perimeter of mid 31s is fine as well. But you got to remember, if you get a hot day outside, is that room going to get hot? Is that going to allow that incubator to spike to 33 degrees? So you kind of want to, you want your max kind of 31.5. So if your incubator is going to get hotter than that, it's always safer, like Brent said, to be a degree cooler or 2 degrees cooler, or just extend the time frame in which it takes to hatch, which is fine. Doesn't hurt.
Yep. Excellent. And like you say, it's easier to put it in a cold room and make it warmer than if it's in a hot room. It's sometimes a little harder to make it colder than if you don't have aircon or temp control for that room. Can get a bit scary. Things pop up 33, 34, which won't kill them short periods of time, but I wouldn't like to see things get to mid 30s for 12, 18, 24 hours time.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Yeah, short time is much better.
Yep. Amy, I haven't candled them. I haven't touched them when I'm handling them. I only handle them once to candle. Yeah, but certainly less handling the better. The other 2 times it was to check I had not killed them after changing substrate. That's cool. Just leave them be, mate. They'll be fine. So I candled them when I separated, handled them a time, then twice again, but didn't touch them. Yes, cool. The less touching, the better.
Definitely. Yeah. Leave them alone. More chance every time you pick one up, there's more chance of dropping it, more chance of knocking the embryo, all sorts of stuff. So just leave them be. I mean, worst case scenario, if you're going to take a few rotten eggs off the side, but even then, I tend to leave them there and worry about it. If you look back and look at some of the egg cutting videos, some of the filthy eggs that have been attached in the clutches, it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, there's actually a couple coming up in that Super Zebra clutch shortly that I'll leave and show on camera. That's absolute putrid grey puff powders of mass, absolute destructed eggs, still attached to a perfectly white egg.
Yep.
Mr. Travs.
I don't know. Have you heard from him yet, Brent? I haven't got a request form. He hasn't sent his annual request form down yet. He's running a bit behind schedule, I think.
Yep, mate. Things are a little behind with COVID, so I don't know if anyone's requests are coming through quite well.
Yes, we'll find out.
And then there's the case of have you been good all year, which is questionable at the best of times.
I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Naughty or nice?
He's been a naughty painter.
What else we got there? A couple more questions, mate, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
So, work again tomorrow.
Yeah, where are we up to? Candle them. My camera was saying leave me alone unless you have food. Yeah, a lot of my snakes are like that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Unfriendly unless give me food or go away.
What do you guys think a Jag posset pepper over a Palmerston Jungle Jag?
Have you done a palmy to a Jag before?
I have done silver pepper to Jungle, which I have.
Yep.
So there's a clutch of those coming up. Hopefully,
shortly.
I'm sure there's a clutch in there somewhere. Hopefully they're all still good and cooking away. So, that was a pairing I did a while ago to try. I had a vision of, we had silver peppers. So I also did pepper over gelatin to make a black and white pepper. I did pepper over jungle because I wanted to make black and gold peppers. And I also did pepper over breadlie because I wanted to make red peppers. So they are just all polygenic variants that I just wanted to try to introduce a bit more color and palette and line breed along those lines. So I do have pepper over a jungle, a really nice black and gold jungle, but if it would lay fertile eggs, that would be awesome. you think the problem, if you're talking about something that you have, a Jag posset pepper over a Parmesan Jungle Jag, you only got a posset to start off with, so it's probably out of the equation itself.
Yeah,
so,
for mixing the pepper and gene, it'd be hard. Posset, hold back stuff and pair together, and hopefully, possets from possets. It's a stretch, but certainly an interesting, and the Parmesan side of it, I suppose, is the key to mixing.
Yeah, I mean the Jag to Jag can be done. That's no drama. People do that. If it, depends on what the Jag posset pepper part is. I'm trying to remember if it's the one for me. Then yeah, but we can talk about that, Josh.
Yeah, cool. Stephen Johnson, do you guys know how the Dark Prince project is going? Oh, shit. Do you want to answer that, Daz?
Well, moving on.
It's going in a dark manner, in a dark place. It's not going well. That's all we'll comment. We might get Sharpie on once we finish all these egg cutting exponenzas that Darren's got 700,000 eggs to cut. We might get Sharpie on to catch up on a couple of those projects and see where they're up to. But in a short answer, it's in a dark place to the Dark Prince project, sadly, which is very disappointing. Beautiful project. I've seen the animals in person and absolutely stunning, but Jared was having lots of trouble, and just one of the cursed project, that one. I feel like, I think the dark side of it was very strong
to be, I believe. Sadly,
very, very sad. But anyway, we'll leave that one alone for now.
Yeah, it's probably not really our place to answer it.
No, not cool. Elizabeth, what day did the clutch pip? Around day 50. I don't know which clutch we're talking about now, because sorry, we're a bit behind in the questions. So whatever we're talking about 7 minutes ago.
I don't know. What was the Fluoro Jag? It was laid on the 9th of the 10th. So what'll be today? 9th. So that's probably 60 days. Close around in a figure. And that's because, once again, it was sitting a bit lower in the incubator, so a little bit cooler.
Yep.
These guys were the 12th of the 10th, and they pipped yesterday. So, they're a few days sooner.
Yep.
So,
a little bit of variation always.
Yeah. Variation.
Yeah. Joanne Birch, love the positivity and support you guys provide. Always answer people's questions. Very helpful, especially for the newbies.
Thanks
Joanne.
Appreciate that. And that was kind
yourself.
of something. Yeah, go on, Brent. Sorry, you go first, mate.
No, I'm sure Joanne will know yourself. Sometimes you get bombarded and you feel a bit overwhelmed with the level of questioning and helping, but I guess it's part of that process of giving back. The hobby's been good for both me and Daz, so you help out. And I had some great teachers when I kicked off. I was extremely fortunate that landed in some good hands. Some very, very knowledgeable people took me under their wing and taught me plenty. So you can only hope to try and pass some of that knowledge on.
Same. And that's kind of the main reason why we wanted to do these things, to help out. There's a lot of people we get asked questions, and I'm sure I'm sure Peter cops the same as well. So, if we can do these and people can come on here and ask the questions that we get messaged, sometimes it's a lot easier to talk the answer than it is to type it out, because sometimes we don't always have hours to sit and, as you answer one question and it just opens the door up for another 10. So it never ends. So thanks. What we're trying to do, if we can be positive, and that, Brent already, we have plans. So once the egg cutting is all done, we can start actually doing shows about specific things, and hopefully have people on like Pete and others in the hobby, and even some of the younger guys that are just starting out. So, to try to share it around, and, we can learn something and so can everyone else. So it's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, this snake hobby is so behind closed doors for so many, for virus and security issues. So it's nice to invite people in, I guess. And there's probably some collections we could get into and do some shows from that show the world a little bit of what's happening out there that probably wouldn't be seen too much otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks, appreciate it, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Katie, they're in a cool room, 31.7 according to my thermometer, 31.5. That is perfect.
Yep.
Already at day 59.60. Well, you should be seeing some little heads poking out shortly. That'll be exciting times. Always cool. Always cool time of year. All the hard work of the year finally paying off.
You'll be looking every day going, bloody things are due to hatch, and one day you walk out and there'll be 3 heads looking at you going, what's going on, world? So,
woohoo!
Very exciting.
I still remember when my first clutches hatching. It is certainly like Christmas. I remember once we were at a family do at one of Cherie's place, and me being the absolute geek I was at the time, had a camera in the incubator with a glass top over one of the tubs so I could spy on the eggs while we were away from home. It was a fantastic reason to leave that family function of Cherie's family. And look, got to go home. There's heads coming out of eggs. I've got to be there. It's like they needed my help to get out. Of course, they would have died if I didn't get home to help them out.
It's amazing how much of a priority it is depending on where you are in life. Gotta go save the snakes. See ya.
In-laws' place. Yep, we're out of here. So, yeah, good times. But yeah, super exciting, those first eggs. I remember seeing the first little brown Darwin heads I had coming out of eggs. It was outstanding excitement.
Yeah, definitely. Fun times.
Love the egg cutting. You think you'll do some feeding? Yeah. I was thinking about what you said before the show about how you tried some of your carpets 6 in and thought you'd give it a rest. I reckon some of the feeding videos could be very short.
Unfortunately, if we did if you actually saw a video of us trying to get neonates to feed for the first time, it's going to go, beep, you little beep, beep, why don't you beep, why don't you beep, beep. That's it, I've had enough for tonight. So
yep. I'm out of it.
Yeah, it does. Apparently, for those that are new to possibly getting feed, apparently the more you cuss, the better it gets. If you swear and abuse at the neonates, it makes them want to eat. Apparently,
it's probably very fortunate they don't hear, or they would never eat after the names you call them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Not sure
like it follows the most exciting time of the year, egg cutting, where you're all happy and I love this, to making the meat becomes like, why the fuck do I do this every year to myself?
Yeah, that's it. I actually, we were talking about it just prior to coming on to the going live tonight, and I said, my wife's been a trooper because she's got about 50 Antaresia to eat so far, and some already had 4 feeds. So I got down and I got about 4 or 5 Morelia to eat, and that was it. Dummy spit and rage quit. It's like, no, that's it. Had enough.
It's definitely a game of patience, isn't it? It's that's where I think we struggle. I did 40 the other night, and I probably gave them 15 to 30 seconds each, and then just left it in and left. And that's not a bad point. It's sort of the less stress first time feeds. Just plonk it in there, and some of them just ate it off the tub floor. I think I had 15 out of 40 eat, and only 2 wrapped on food. So it's not a entirely bad system, but to do it right, you really need to sit there for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and gently try and coerce them into having a little bit of a snap and a bit of a roll on it. But certainly patience. Oof,
we might be able to. We have talked about doing a maybe on each other's place and actually do a feeding video of some of the big stuff. But that's something we'll try to work out. Go there and show how you go through when you've got a large collection. It's like I think I'd probably defrosted 100 rats today, and you got to have a bit of a system to make it quick and easy. So maybe that's something we could do. See how
cool to watch. Once we finish cutting, I guess when you get to that sort of January, February, it's bulk feeding time. It's interesting to watch. I know people who come to my house, like friends, not snake people, and I happen to be feeding, and they're standing there watching while you've got the snake hook and the tongs going, and you're just smashing them through flat out. They're like, holy shit, like it's like, it might only take me 40 minutes to feed this whole room. You got to get it done. The adults love their food, so you don't have to wait for them to come and get it.
Yeah, it's just defrosting that takes forever.
yeah, I got food out, like I do it the natural defrost way. So I know you don't have that luxury of laying them all over your kitchen floor, but I have a setup where I pull out food tonight that I'll feed off tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
Well, Robert's going to explain triple hets, please. No, pretty easy answer. You can answer that one, mate. You're the genetics expert.
Yep. Well, heterozygous, in simple form, it means it's carrying a single copy of the gene. So in an albino, a heterozygous albino carries only one copy of the gene. Homozygous means it carries two. So a triple het means it's holding 3 single genes for 3 different genetic traits. So if you put xanthic, albino, and silver pepper together, so let's say you made a pairing of xanthic albino over silver pepper, all those babies would hatch wild type, and they would all be triple hets. So,
wild type.
Wild type, yeah. That's how wild type. I only do that to make wild types. So all those babies would then be triple hets. So all those babies would be carrying all 3 genes. And that's the point in time you need to make sure you got plenty of room in your hatchie racks, because you're going to want to be holding back a heap of that stuff. And then breeding it. And with a triple recessive, you're a 1 in 64 odds of hatching one out. And when I say odds, even though it's statistically 1 in 64, so if you produced, 3,000 babies from that pairing, that would be the rough ratios. But as you've seen here, that's not always the case. So obviously, the more clutches you can produce, the better chances you have at producing that visual xanthic albino silver pepper. Yep. But as I said earlier on, I had a clutch of Darwin's, and what did I say? Well, I think it was like 18 males or something rather than 6 females. You look at that's supposed to be a 50-50 ratio. You look at the Jag clutch here, that's supposed to be 50-50. There was 6 to 12. So, your odds over quite a number of animals. So, but that's basically what triple het is. It means it's heterozygous, or 1 copy of 3 genes, depending on what they are. So even to the point a caramel or a jag or a zebra are all heterozygous animals. They're all single copies of those mutations. The difference is they are not recessive and complete dominant. So the heterozygous animal is a visible mutation. And obviously the homozygous version is what they call a superform. So a super caramel, super zebra, or a super jag, which is a leucistic.
Lethal. Yep.
So hopefully that kind of helps. If you've got more questions, by all means, mate, next time along, ask them. We'll happily try to help out any way we can.
Yep. Mr. Sharpie reckons he may even be able to do a cut. Now he's got internet and he's come into the 21st century.
Yeah, we'll have to see, mate. We're a bit covered at the moment.
Darren's got plenty rolling for some reason. I don't know where he just keeps pulling these clutches from, but
there is plenty still to come. There's still another incubator that's not even touched yet. With almost let a number out of the bag. Then
still a few to come. I actually had a nice clutch yesterday. Actually, that striped Bradley girl laid 25-ish.
Beautiful.
So
that's just now pure breadlight too, isn't it? That one.
Pure breadlight, the old Kellyville special. So that was stripe to stripe, Bradley. And now I'm really hoping your girl comes through, Daz, because that male was used over her as well. So that'll be interesting to see to a wild type and to the stripe. See what pops out of that one.
It's taking a bit to get there, but that'll be good. Got any thoughts whether that might actually be a genetic thing, or you think it might just be a polygenic form in the stripe breadlight there?
I think poly, but it comes with a story of came from wild types and had recessive ratios for year after year. But that's, as we know, that can be just polygenic variation. You get striping sometimes, you get wild type things. I'm guessing.
I almost bought those as well, but I'm like, nah, I had too much stuff going on. I know someone who might be interested there.
I remember you gave me the flick pass on that one. You had 4,000 bloody pepper projects at the time, and you're like, have a look at this. And I was like, I'll be there in a minute. Hold my dear.
I'll be right back.
Yes. I was right up Redley Alley. Yeah, that'll be nice. Either way, I'm not even that fussed what happens with them. The stripe, one of them's hypo, very hypo looking, Bradley looking, talking hypo.
Yep.
And beautiful snake. So it'd be interesting just to see what the mix is in the babies, what come out.
Yeah, They were very, very hard to actually to turn down, I'm afraid. But anyway.
Yeah, I'll make you regret that another Bradley project that you knocked back or failed to complete.
I might have to come for compensation on flicking the pass in your direction, or there'll be no more flicks in the future.
I'll throw you a couple out of that stripe one. That was a good lead, that one. It could be a very, very solid investment for not a lot of money at the initial outlay.
Yeah, if it proves out, that would be awesome. If it does happen to turn out to be a genetically inheritable trait, that would be another awesome addition to what we have in the hobby out here.
Yeah, well, the states already have recessive striped Bredli, and they're doing nothing with it, in my opinion. They're very against the mixing Bredli into anything over there.
Yeah,
it's almost a no-no.
I don't know what it is. I remember speaking to Todd Dyer and Kerry King like a while ago, even when Kerry was out with Slayer, and I showed him the albino Bredli that you produced because I haven't got any yet before you get that
in. Thank you for not making me state that, yes.
And I said, mate, you guys done this? He goes, oh, no, like exactly like you said, whatever it is with Bredli, they're almost against,
like green trees or something.
With it. Yeah. But, I mean, there's probably more Carpondros and Jagpondros and stuff over there than there is out, mixed blood Bredli type stuff. And, like, I showed Kerry those ones. I took photos of yours when you had them. And he was, like, mind-blown. But, wow. Still... hadn't done. He actually produced an absolutely cracking pure striped Darwin over there. I don't know how the project's going, but it was stunning animal albino. But anyway,
funny. I think a few of the Yanks that have seen that albino Bredli have changed their tune a little bit, and there's a fair few heads lurking over there. I feel.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I look at it like if you're doing it, I wouldn't cross Bredli with Darwin for no reason. But albino to Bredli or xanthe to Bredli or pepper or, when there's a mutation in it to create something new and different with a genetic background, then I think it's a different kettle of fish. Anyway, we're probably sidetracking. Well, I definitely sidetracked.
Yeah, you got excited again.
I did.
We're nearly done, I think. Josh, Marshall, either of you have a specific favourite type of snake? Mine will be albino olives. I guess if you're talking species, I suppose, or just I'm not really talking morph stuff. If you're just talking type of snake, species, I suppose. Olives are very cool. I do love them. I'm quite fond of the blackhead python. Just a very different animal to carpets. Like you can pick them up and just hold them, and you need to hold them because they will just flop straight off your hand to the floor. They absolutely no ability to climb whatsoever. Big-bodied snakes meant to be on the ground. So probably blackheads for me, I think, are just a little bit different. Very cool.
Something on my radar, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's obviously you'll probably say Murray Darlings because they're absolutely beautiful natured animals.
It's hard, like if you say a specific snake, then I'll just say all of them. I do, and I guess that's why I've got so much of a variety. If you took mutations out of it, even I'd still be hard pressed to try to pick something. I'll tell you, I will pick one. There's one that I think just is beyond every other Morelia, and they are scrub pythons. I think, I don't get me wrong, I'm really splitting hairs here to find something, but there's just something about scrub. And you talk to anyone that owns scrubbies or had scrubbies for a while, they are just a different beast. Yeah, they are just a different beast. Like you said about the BHPs, they're just different. And the scrubbies are very alert, very intelligent, very switched on. When I used to have them down the warehouse, we take my dog would run in and you'd watch the scrub python watching the dog go all the way around the room, just like sizing it up, It's like, no, the kelpie's not for you to eat. Sorry. They're just very alert, intelligent, just a completely different species to carpets.
Yep, so, you can almost read the personality they have. The olives are the same. I don't know if they're so big or so smart, but they seem like they're much more of a thinking snake and react differently to things than what carpets and Antaresia do.
It's probably their size. They probably know, I'm big, mate, and if you make a mistake, I'm going to stuff you up.
Yeah, you're going to bleed. It's going to be fun.
I could just imagine. It's like, I don't know if you guys. What was that movie? Oh, it's a bit like John Wick. I'll remember it later. He gets on the bus and he goes, "I'm going to F you guys up." It's so funny. It just reminds me of a scrub python looking at you. You know.
Very true.
No one, nobody. I think it is. Who are you? I'm nobody. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, it is unreal. It's a really good movie to watch. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, here's one for you. You'll love this one. Well, Robert's Kerry, really? You blow my mind, Daz. I guess Wal doesn't know about you and Kerry going way back and all the photos you love to post up to make everyone jealous about you and your mate.
Yeah.
Come on, get one out for us, Dad. Show us a Kerry picture, mate. I know you want to.
I don't know if I can find one.
I know you want to.
So, well, I'll give a brief story. So that was actually a funny story. Actually, it was after, because obviously anybody knows Kerry King is a guitarist for Slayer. Anyone in their thrash metal,
and a big snake man,
and he's a big snake guy and a lovely guy to boot, and right into his Morelia. And anyway, he'd seen and found out about my Silver Peppers, and he came out with Slayer on tour. Oh, it was a while ago now, maybe 10 years ago. And anyway, I get this phone call from a mate, John O'Lucas, up in Queensland. He's like, "Oh, do you know Slayer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know Slayer, like AC/DC, Slayer, Anthrax, Metallica, all that shit I listened to as a kid growing up." And he's like, "Oh yeah, Kerry King, yeah. He wants to come down to your house and check out your Silver Peppers." And I'm like, "What? So, what was that?"
What?
So he got this phone call. He came down on tour with Sydney. I'm not sure. It was like a big day out or whatever it was. Came down with Kane. I don't know if anyone knows Kane Christensen from the Reptile Park. Came down with Kane, come out, hung out here all night, chatted and talked about reptiles. And then he came back out on tour the next year. And then he hooked me up with tickets for Soundwave and behind the scenes. And the first time they came out, they did a Luna Park. They did a gig at Luna Park. And so I watched the gig at Luna Park. It was quite funny, actually. And Metallica are out as well. And so we're at Luna Park, watched the gig. We're standing out the back. I don't smoke, but one of the guys who was there, Kerry was having a shower and do whatever. We were just waiting. He goes, "Oh, just come down, we'll have a smoke, we'll have a chat." I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm looking at this bloke, like he's literally 3 feet having a conversation with another dude. And I'm looking at him thinking, "Man, I know that bloke." I'm thinking, where have I seen that guy from? Just for me, a face just couldn't pick where it was. He turned around, walked off, saw the long black hair, and then I realized it was Rob Trujillo, the bass guitarist from Metallica, like standing right in front of me. I had my phone, could have got a photograph or an autograph or something like that. Well, I didn't want to be rude. Like, where do I know you from? And then realize, it's like this.
Yeah, look like an absolute dickhead.
Like a complete and utter dickhead. Yeah, that's right. But so I was very cool. So I got to meet Kerry and become friends over time. And anytime he's come out, always caught up and said hello and stuff. He's a lovely guy. I've never met.
He's got a decent snake collection still now today, hasn't he? Like back in the day, he had a sizable collection of animals.
Mate, he had a massive collection. I think at one point, he had about 400 or 500 at one point, and then he bumped it up because Todd Dyer, I think Todd still works for him. They're in excess of 1,000, I think. So he's got other stuff now, but carpets are he's kind of like his love, and his wife's got some retics and a few other bits and pieces and stuff. But yeah, he's a lovely guy. There's nothing better than, I probably sound like a tosser, but going out backstage into the camper and you got all the dudes from Slayer shouting your drinks. The thing, it's like
in the VIP, mate.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I've got photos. I don't know where they are. I thought I had some on Facebook at some point.
Can't believe they're not on your phone, mate. Normally you love to just whip them out and show anybody who shows interest.
The phone's there. The problem is this is a new computer, so I don't know if you can search your photos. But if you remind me, I'll dig them out. I'll send them. But there's some around. So yeah, I've got photos of him and the son standing in front of our telly in the lounge room.
Yep.
And everything else. But yeah, I've taken, he's always got me 4 free tickets when he's come out. So I've always taken myself and my mate Anthony Thompson, anybody else really.
Yeah,
So,
cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought I could find photos. I can find photos of everything else, but I can't find that photo.
Be one on your wall beside your bed, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm not that sad. I don't know. Can you search photos? Your photos?
I don't think so, not unless you tagged it and named it.
Oh, here we go. What about this lot? I don't know. Am I dragging things out? Probably am. Well,
Hour and 30. I think we're done.
Yeah. But remind me, and I'll find photos for next time.
Yeah, fine. Some posted. It's got to be probably a year or two since you posted anything up on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Share a memory.
I don't do very much. There's plenty of car stuff here. I see cars, drags, burnouts. What is Marlin? Sidetracking. Cool anyway, I don't know where they are.
Cool. Well, it's a school night for me, so that might do us, mate. So, yep. What do you got coming up? What's next? Just the Moonglows coming?
Moonglows are coming. What else is there? I didn't bring my list again.
Rocky.
Yes. Give me a sec. I'll get my list. Hang on. I'll get my list.
Tookie, just listened to your latest podcast. Daz's one. Yeah, I started to listen to it, but it's 2 hours long. I didn't have 2 hours of my life to spare to listen to Daz. I listen to him enough every other day, so seemed like a good chat though. It's always an interesting little novel. Daz can certainly talk.
Yep, underwater.
Just saying, Tookie, just listen to your podcast. I listened to a bit of it at the Saba for about 5 minutes. I got sick of hearing your voice because I hear it too often. Looks like it was a good old chat though.
Yeah, I warned them before I started. I said, I do talk underwater. And they're like, yeah, that's good. We have to ask you less questions then.
Yep. Yeah, good chat. I've heard all your stories anyway. I could probably tell half of them for you.
Probably. I don't know. There's probably some more I haven't told you yet. I forget about half of them. So, yeah, Moonglow clutch coming up. That was a Fluoro Jag clutch. Children's marbles. Other Fluoro Jag clutch isn't too far away. Probably another 4 or 5 days. So that's the other female I showed you pictures of before. And then we'll start to get into some double het pepper albinos. Red light het albino. Yeah.
Hey, that'll be a cool one, eh? Hey, finally, we might see albino Bredli at the Morelia by Design factory.
Yeah, you might. You know what else you might see not long after that? Be some xanthic Bredli, Brent. That'll
really?
Be a
wow.
That's
different. Yeah, finally you've completed a project yourself, you goose. Everybody great.
Yeah, and as I scroll to page 2. Yeah, then there's
xanthic Bredli, mate. They are crackers from last year. Those things you brought to that show blew me away. I was like, why did I snooze on this and do nothing about it?
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me with the albino. See, I learnt my lesson with that one.
Payback.
So I got a couple of clutches of those. So what else? And there's then we'll start getting another exciting clutch. It's probably very close to 2 weeks away yet. Be the caramel jacket peppers. That'll be exciting. That's something we haven't seen yet.
Yep.
Could be a chance for something new.
Caramel pepper jags.
Yeah. So some exciting stuff. Port Hedland stimmies. That'll be a nice clutch to cut. The last time I bred those, they're beautiful little orange stimmies. They're crazy looking little things. More pepper albinos. Other stuff.
I'm glad you got them caramel pepper jags coming up before mine. I'd hate to steal that thunder from you. It'd be so disappointing if I snuck that in a week before yours hatched.
You've got to get it first, mate.
I did it.
Sorry?
I did mine a little bit easier, but yeah, I still head to head, I suppose. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yours head to head. I don't know. Mine's pepper over caramel jacket pepper.
You're going to smash it. What are you worried about? You'll kill it.
I'm not worried.
No, you shouldn't be, but you know how the odds go in my clutches. We'll see.
Better than mine. Not anymore. I've got my hex cross out. Curse.
Hey, bring it.
All right. Well, it's that time. I think we should call there. What do you reckon, mate? I think I've talked enough.
Yeah, mate. Where do people find you, Mr. Metallica Slayer, friend of all VIP?
a non-stop talker. Darren Morelia by Design on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I've got to get that fixed up, but there's a YouTube page there. And yourself, Brent?
Still streaming it, right, isn't it? It's going to YouTube fine.
Yeah, mate. Yep, it's all happening there. I've just got to get a banner up there and get some more information up there and get some Teespring stuff done and a few other bits and pieces to try to get it a little bit more modern. Yeah, a little bit more functioning and stuff for everything else. And yourself, Brent?
KHP Reptiles, Facebook, website getting a few inquiries through the website, which is always good. The website needs a massive update because it's about 3 years behind. People often send me messages about snakes that somehow are still on there that I can't get off there from 2017 and 2018. It's quite annoying. But Messenger, Brent Smith, people tend to find me mostly through Facebook. It seems to be the place, probably because that's where I do most of the blabbing on. Still having some trouble with YouTube, but we will find time somehow to rectify that. We'll get there. it'll happen. It needs 15 minutes of my time. That's what it needs. But that's a little bit of a problem right now. Anyway, yeah, fine. We'll get there. Yep, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks again, and next time, if you've got questions, don't be shy to ask. There's no such thing as a stupid question. It's only the one you don't ask is a stupid one. So we'll happily answer anything if we can. So I've got a question, mate. Do you know where your local liquor shop is? No idea. No, this is Northwest Sydney's an alcohol-free zone. Right. So, you might have to get something delivered offline straight to my house then. Yeah. And then the one place that does serve alcohol apparently is to consume before leaving venue. Yeah, I'd hate to see you turn up to my house with a litre of Blaylers inside you. That'd be messy, yeah. Well, at least you'll get these. It won't be like Grey Goose vodka. All right, mate. Oh, yes, very true. Those people who promise things and don't come through with the goods after making deals. Yeah. Right. Dead to me. Absolutely. Yeah, anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.